In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how a Moodle lesson activity might be used. The lesson activity is a very useful and flexible module which allows for multi-page activities in which some of those pages can be content pages and other pages can be questions. So students can view content, including perhaps pictures, diagrams, videos, etc., and then they can go on and answer questions about that content. And it can be a linear exercise going straight through from one to the next, or it can branch off. So for example, if the student gets something wrong, you might take them to a different page which gives further explanation before bringing them back and letting them try the question again. Okay, so let's have a look. On this page down here I have a lesson activity called Introduction to Physics. Now of course this is physics, but it could be any subject area. So I'll click on that. I'm logged in as a made-up student called Pam Appleton, and the student would then view this video, and when they're done, click on the next page button, and that's going to take them to a question page in this instance. Okay, so I have just some dummy text in here and a question. Is this true or false? Alright, now Pam is going to say false. It's actually true, but we'll see what happens. She submits that and gets some feedback. It's not correct. Now we could have given much more feedback than that, but what we're going to do is get her to continue and then branch off from there into another video. So if she gets it wrong, if she says false, she gets to see this video which may explain things and make it a bit more clear for her. She can view it and then click back, and then I've put one more page in with a little bit more information for her, or for any student who has got it wrong, so hopefully that will clarify it. Click back, and now she can try again. Alright, so that's true. Submit. Alright, she's submitted that and it says well done. She has got that wrong, but now eventually she's got the question right. In this case I'm going to get the question right, so force, this is a matching style exercise, and motion, and submit. And then in this case what we're looking for there is the Keeling curve, and submit that one. And the way I've set it up, they get the information anyway, a bit more information about the Keeling curve there. Go back to the lesson, and she's now finished. She can click end, and now she gets a few options. Now the way I set this particular lesson up was to allow students to go back and review, so she could click there. I also set up a link to a discussion forum, so she can click go to physics discussions and answer any questions that may be there, or she may put her own questions in there. Alright, so this is the discussion forum now, and she can add a new discussion topic, or if there were discussion topics already there, she could reply to those. I'm just clicking back. She could also go ahead and view her grades. So when she clicks on view grades, she'll see that she's got 6.67 out of 10, or that's what it's scaled to, and I've set up letter grades as well to say that that's going to be a C+ for her. Now I'm going to have a look at this from the role of teacher. So I'm going to switch to a different browser which has got the teacher logged in. Okay, so here we are, I'm logged in as admin user, which will have all the teaching functions, and I'll click on the Introduction to Physics again here, and I'm going to go to reports this time and have a look and see what information we've got there. Right, I've got two pupils that have had a go at this. Unfortunately, Sam Pupil didn't do very well. He took 2 minutes and 14 seconds to do it and got 0%. Pam Appleton did a bit better in 1 minute 51 seconds. Now of course if she'd viewed the videos and did it properly it would take much longer than this, but this at least gives me an idea of how long people are taking over it. So if I'm expecting them to take 10 minutes to do something and they're doing it in 1 minute, then they're rushing through it. Or if they're doing it in 30 minutes or 60 minutes, then there's a problem there, and I can check that out as well. Okay, so she's got 66.67% in the time she spent there. And then there's some summary statistics there as well. The average score for the class is 33%. The average time spent, the high score, the low score, the longest time spent and the lowest time spent. So that's good information for the teacher to be able to see, but there's a little bit more if you go to detail statistics. So if I click on detail statistics, I'm going to see all the content pages and where they go, and I'm also going to see the question pages, and it tells me that in this true-false question, 100% checked false, which was actually wrong. And if I scroll down a bit further, alright, in the matching question it says 50% answered this correctly. And the short answer, 50% actually put Keelston rather than Keeling, and 50% had the correct answer, which was Keeling. So you can get some great information from the detailed statistics as well. So I'm just going to wrap up there. Hopefully you can see how the lesson activity is a very useful thing that you can do, and you can keep track of what your students are doing using the reports side of it.